Well, well, well. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. It's been a minute. You know how much I love my Vivienne Westwood Boudoir, and I stocked up on this as it was discontinued. At a certain point, it was a cheapie. You could get it for 20 bucks. I bought like 20 bottles. Um, it's one of the big loves of my life. And then they discontinued it. And you know the story I told you. I did work with Vivienne Westwood. I also shot a movie together with her, Art Lovers Unite, together with Patrick uh, Patrick Thomas. And I, worked with Vivienne, and she told me how much she hated all the other perfumes from the Vivienne Westwood line that Coty was distributing. It was originally Lancaster, but Coty bought up Lancaster. Lancaster is Coty now, believe it or not. So anyway, the metallic lid came shifted to plastic and metal, and the liquid is pink, but then it oxidizes with time because there's a lot of vanilla in there, so it turns to this ambery color with time. They discontinued it. It was available in a 30 ml, 50 ml, 75 ml. So it was discontinued during the lockdowns, Those were kind of the like 2020, 2021 were the last years you could still get a bottle. Vivienne found out that allegedly, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Allegedly, they went behind her back and kind of did the contract with Coty, and they started releasing flankers of this one. They started releasing other Westwood perfumes like Anglomania, Cheeky Alice, Mon Boudoir, Boudoir Garden, Let It Rock. Gosh, so many. And she saw them in her own World's End London boutique store, and she's like, what is this? She smelled it, she hated it, she took them all with her back to the office and said no. And they had to take them all off the market. Allegedly. Coty then said, look, we can't just produce one perfume. It's not profitable for us. It's either you let us release flankers and new releases all the time so we can make some money, or no deal. So they let their contract run out, no deal. She did not want it. She's like, I like this one. We can work on another perfume as well, but we got to work on it with time and dedication, and, it has to be a proper concept, not all this trash that is quickly churned out. There was no real time slot to develop perfumes like that anymore, like they used to develop them in the 80s and 90s. Like, this has to go fast with Coty. So they stopped working with them. This is why Boudoir was discontinued, you see. Now Vivienne Westwood is unfortunately no longer with us. And I told you when she passed away, I'm like, yeah, I'm just counting the days. Now that the company doesn't have to fight with her and Carlo were always bickering about everything anyway. Long story short, I was like, it's just a matter of time before they bring back Boudoir and all the other perfumes. Wow. Oh, what a quaint. Look at that. Everything is holistic. For the occasion, let me unbox one of my little World's End beauties that I got from World's End in London. To commemorate the occasion. It's still wrapped in its Vivienne Westwood old school tissue. This is the giant golden orb. Isn't it beautiful? It is a necklace. And they also make these in silver and other colors, but the gold one is my favorite one. So yeah, I'm not going to put it on now because it's difficult to put on. But just to commemorate the fact that the Andreas Kronthaler gold label Vivienne Westwood collection that just showcased a couple of days ago in Paris was entitled Boudoir, just like the perfume. And guess what the advertisement for the fashion show was? Let me blend in a screenshot. Credit from Vivienne Westwood's website and Instagram. Well, well, well. It's back, bitches. And first they're teasing it. This is the name of the fashion show of the Spring-Summer 26 collection. And they're like, moving the bottle. This is a fresh batch. They just made this batch, so the juice is still pink. It turns dark with time, like I told you. That doesn't mean that the juice has gone bad whatsoever. Matter of fact, Oh my God, what a beauty. I also love to spray it behind the knee. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Ah. Oh my God. Ah. What a masterpiece. No other perfume in the world smells like this. Okay. Now, Coty was the distributor of this one. Let me show you the next picture. They changed the bottle a little bit. The sticker is gone. We don't have the sticker anymore. Instead, we have a printed boudoir in the font in which Vivienne Westwood would write. This is her font. And looky, looky, eggs and cookie, the lid is back to its original form. Back in 1998, when the perfume was first released under Lancaster, the actual stopper was fully metal and gold. And then later, when Coty took over, they changed it into plastic and metal. And now it's back again to full metal. And I thought to myself, did they make another contract with Coty? What is going on here? So then I did my research, and with the help of my friends, we found some people who already bought a bottle. And I'll tell you where they bought it in a second and how much it costs. And the back of the packaging doesn't say Coty. And here's the biggest plot twist. The back of the package says Vivienne Westwood Beauty. Hold my beer. Let me faint a little, because this opens up a whole new world. A whole new world. And let me tell you why. Because now Westwood, the company, started their own beauty, and Andres Kronthal announced that they're going to do a ton of perfumes and other products. And you know what that means? Possibly, I'm just speculating here, makeup. The potential is huge. I mean, if they play their cards right, those makeup palettes, the packaging, they could make it in the shape of an orb. I mean, could you imagine having an eyeshadow palette with an orb and you kind of lift the orb like that, and inside is a lip gloss or inside is an eyeshadow or something? Are you kidding me? Like, this is if they do it right. If they go the cheap route, we're probably just going to get a flat plastic piece of nothing with just an engraved orb on it. I wouldn't pass it by them to go cheap. They might, you know. But hey, a hoe can hope. I am hoping that they're going to do makeup, that they're going to do wonderful packaging, three-dimensional orbs. Oh my God. That's just a dream for now. But since they initiated a new sub-company, Vivienne Westwood Beauty, and they've not gone with Coty, they're making this stuff themselves. They probably have some contractor they're working with that is like a silent producer, you know what I mean? A little bit like Dolce & Gabbana. They took back their own perfumes and beauty. Now, the Coty version of Boudoir, and at the bottom here, it states it. I know it's a very tiny sticker, but it says made in France. The new version is made in Italy. So there's going to be a difference there. However, now, here's where it was purchasable. Right after the fashion show, they launched this perfume in a select few Vivienne Westwood boutiques worldwide: Paris, in the UK, New York, and LA. Now, I called LA immediately. They did not have it yet. But Milan and Italy had it. Paris and Milan. Yeah. Milan had it, and a couple of Italian ladies who love Vivienne Westwood rushed to the boutique, and they got a 50 ml bottle. It has a new packaging. It has this new font, this new logo, and they claim that it smells the same as the predecessor, which is this one. Just a little bit lighter. Why? Because it's a fresh batch, so the top notes are still way more bubbly, you know. But this will tone down with time, you know. As it oxidizes, it turns into this gorgeous ambery color, and it becomes more tobacco-y, marigold, heavy, honey, hay. I mean, it's a very post-coital type of smell, very sexual smell. Now, I have a couple of little intel moments for you guys here, because what is interesting to note, I have found a statement by Andreas Krontala regarding this perfume. Andreas Krontala was Vivienne Westwood's husband and also co-designer of the gold label, which then became Andreas Krontala for Vivienne Westwood later on down the line. He said Boudoir was the name of the collection, which we just saw, the Spring-Summer 26 collection, as well as the brand's new fragrance. Now, he says this is the new fragrance, but the ladies that purchased this perfume already in Milan with the new font, they say, that have had also the old version, they say, no, it's the same perfume. It's just that they're trying to promote it marketing-wise to make it sound like it's new, blah, blah, blah. Hitting the market in November, Krontala said the scent was inspired by old perfumes from Versailles Osmothèque that he and Vivienne Westwood loved. The designer added that the concept of a boudoir is all about being one's most truthful self, just as he tries to stay truthful to his late wife's legacy. The punk spirit lives on. So they're saying the distribution is going to first begin with their Milan boutique, Paris boutique, UK boutique, New York boutique, LA boutique, although it hasn't arrived to LA yet. After that, they're going to roll out the distribution to their other boutiques, Vivienne Westwood boutiques. Then they're going to roll it out to their online store. And then I think the perfume is slowly going to seep into good perfumeries, who wants to carry it. You know what I mean? If you're a little bit patient, you're probably going to see it. I don't know if you're going to see it at Sephora, but you know what I mean? That's kind of the direction this is going towards, or they wish that it's going to go towards, and then probably 2-3 years from now, you're going to see it at duty free. So why am I saying this? Because the price is not the best. And here is where I have a little bit of a problem. Now, Vivienne Westwood, if they're just starting their own beauty line, it's not like they've had their own factory, their own laboratories for hundreds of years. So like you could say they have legacy perfumes, respectability, blah, blah, blah. No. But they're charging you for 50 ml. This is a 50 ml bottle, by the way. And by the way, when this one was discontinued, I got it for $20 a bottle. So, but full price was roundabout, at World's End, it was 95, like roundabout 80 pounds or 95 euro. Yeah, now it's 120 euro in Milan. The ladies from Milan, Italy said that they paid 120 euro for a bottle. 120 euro for 50 ml. Now let's compare to Chanel. Chanel number 5, Eau de Parfum, 50 ml is 122 euro, just 2 euro more. So we're trying to say here that Vivienne Westwood is the same, like the boudoir is on the same level as a perfume that's been around for 100 years plus. Difficult. I think it's very pricey. For 50 ml, 120 euro. Will I buy it? Of course I will. It's Vivienne Westwood and it's the new boudoir. Like, of course I'm going to buy it. Because I have to review it for you guys, you know, and also for my collection because I love Vivienne. But this is not a good price. I don't think it's going to last. All the fans that have been missing this perfume, they're all going to buy it. The first wave might even sell out. Sure. But sustainability-wise, if they want to sustain this product, they're going to have to go down with the price. And this is what I think is going to happen a year or two down the line when this perfume gets into, you know, more vast open distribution. I believe you're going to find like, you know, reductions. You know what I mean? It's going to be cheaper here and there. So if you're a little bit patient, you might just see this perfume for a reduced price 2 years from now or something somewhere else. But if you can't wait, like me, then you got to get it for 120 euro. Now, how much is it going to cost in America? With the tariffs, good luck to us. It's probably going to cost $180, $160. Gosh, I'm scared to even think about it, but it is what it is, you guys. So as soon as it becomes available, I put myself down on a waiting list in my local boutique, and then they're going to give me a call when it's available, and then I'm going to go and pick one up. But I just thought this was fabulous news because this is one of my favorite perfumes. And the fact that it's back, I mean, I have enough stock to last me a lifetime with this one already, you know? So I'm happy, but I'm just happy it's back. I'm just sad that it's back after Vivienne passed away, you know? I wish this would have been a project that she worked on that was like done while she was still alive. But you guys, it is what it is. beggars can't be choosers, as they say. I'm just super glad it's back. Let me show you the next picture, which is a close-up of the bottle. There it is. Lovely, isn't it? So now let's quickly touch base. I have reviewed this perfume on my channel several times, so go check out my videos on Essentially Dacob. Subscribe, thumb up the video while you're at it. So Martin Gras is the perfumer of Boudoir, and it was first released in 1998. So we have bergamot, aldehydes, orange blossom, hyacinth, and marigold in the top notes. Mid notes: rose, orris root, cardamom, coriander, narcissus, jasmine, and carnation. These are wonderful wonderful accords. And then in the base note, we got cinnamon, patchouli, tobacco blossom, sandalwood, and a ton of vanilla. There's honey in there too. It's a bit dirty. I love a good dirty honey. And so Boudoir is an antique type of perfume. It really smells of times long gone. It smells of Vivienne Westwood. It smells of a Vivienne Westwood boutique. And I worked with Vivienne Westwood. She wore Boudoir all the time. I remember when we were filming Art Lovers Unite, our movie together, we were walking through an art gallery talking about the paintings that we were seeing that were inspiring her. And at the end of the shoot, you know, we were saying our goodbyes. We gave each other a hug. And as I gave her a hug, you know, like I touched her and I caught the most intense whiff of Boudoir. And I couldn't help myself. You know, I said, Vivienne, you're wearing Boudoir. She's like, yes, of course, always. Just like Coco Chanel. Nobody wore Chanel like Coco. Nobody ever wore and ever will wear Vivienne Westwood like Vivienne Westwood. And that includes the perfume. Boudoir, on her, it's a whole religious experience, you guys. To smell it off of Vivienne, it's like it's meant to be hers. You know, she worked on that perfume and it works for her. It's incredible. I mean, smelling it off of Vivienne feels like she just came out of a boudoir, like powdered herself with, you know, a ton of white powder and the hair is coiffed and the makeup, you know, asymmetric like she always did with the clothes that she made herself. She had the Buy Less Choose Well Make It Last t-shirt on that day with sandals on, and she was walking through, and then you catch wafts of this powdery, erotic concoction. So beautiful, so beautiful. Nay says, kind of amazing you got to smell this perfume on Vivienne. I mean, come on, that's insane. Yeah, I mean, I will never forget. I will take that to my grave with me. Highlight, one of the big highlights of my life, definitely. And also being such a perfume lover as I am, you know, to have witnessed Boudoir on Vivienne is, yeah, just magical because it brings her back to life every time I smell it. It's like she's in the room with me. It's wonderful. So to me, it has a very special, extra symbolic meaning. And I'm just very happy it's back, even though costly, even though they've kind of changed the design. Also, the box has changed. I like the current design. It's not bad, but it's not like antique looking like this. I kind of, yeah, I love my little sticker. I love this 90s design of kind of Baroque and Victorian era, and but you know, the current design of the box is also okay. It's fine, definitely fine. Very much Andreas Krontala trying to modernize it for, you know, 2025, but it works. Can't wait to smell it. As soon as I get a bottle, I shall make another video. Until then, you guys, let me know if you managed to get your hands on one of these bottles. If you already know the price tag in America for this one, like I said, it's 120 euro in Europe. And the ladies at the Milan boutique were told that the 30 milliliter is also going to be released. So this is the 50 ml, and they're going to also get a 30 ml. In the past, during the Lancaster era, there was also a 75 milliliter bottle of Boudoir, which I'm still looking for, by the way. I don't know if they're going to re-release the 75 ml. I gotta say the 50 ml is really perfect for the hand. It's a great tactile experience. 75 ml is a little bit more bombastic perchance. 30 ml I do have in my collection. It is teeny tiny. To note, the 30 ml has the same size tap, so the proportions work better with this orb on a 50 ml bottle than it works on a 30 ml. Just letting you know. Proportion-wise, this works better. There you have it. And if they bring out the whole bath and body range of boudoir, like they did in the 90s, powder, soap, shower oil, shower gel, bath oil, shower gel, body lotion, body cream. Come on, give us some luxury, damn it. We've been living in poverty, emotional poverty, sensorial poverty. We've been deprived of beauty for so long. There's only trash being released. Give us something. We'll pay for it, but give us something. Love you loads. Subscribe and never give up on fragrant love. Bye.